Alright, welcome to the end of the week live stream with another tier list. I know, I'm wearing a fedora. Oh, the stigmata that comes with these things are terrible, but I've got my it's it's appropriately themed. I've got a this is the hat that I keep my Pokemon pin in. It's usually put up in the closet, and I am wearing it differently from the anyways, up above us is the 36 Pokemon games. This tier list is coming out because the Pokemon Direct just passed us not too long ago, as in like Wednesday. Wednesday, I think. Wednesday the 5th. Yeah, Wednesday. So in light of that, I changed up the tier list I was gonna be doing. I was gonna be doing a horror icon tier list, but I switched it up and decided to make a Pokemon games tier list, and there's literally 36 of them on this list, including pinball, the pinball spin-offs, mystery dungeons. Hopefully, someone comes into the stream that can help me out with that, because mystery dungeon is a little bit of a difficulty for me. The I haven't played the third mystery dungeon. Which one? I haven't played Super Mystery Dungeon. Which I hope it's in here. I don't think I included it. It'd probably be 37 if I did. Ultra Sun, Poke Park, Sky, Darkness. I might not have included it. Hmm. Well, if anyone joins, I'll ask you guys if you guys want me to include that one. I don't know why I didn't include it. I included the third Pokemon Ranger. Hmm. Weird. Well, I'll ask about that one too. I forgot the name of that one, and they're so small on the screen. I literally can't see. That's the problem. You guys can see perfectly, but me, I'm looking at a tiny screen. Take a sip of water. I'm also recording this so I can put it up as a highlight on YouTube. For next week. I think it'll be going up around next week. The Pokemon Direct. My feelings about the Pokemon Direct are pretty. I If you guys follow me on Facebook and follow my page, you guys should already know how I felt about it. It was really awesome. Uh, well, yeah, I kind of put out my opinions during the live reaction of that, which I did a live reaction of that too. So if you haven't seen that, it's only about 50 minutes. I'd go back and watch it if for my live reaction. There's a little bit of a pause or a mess up in there because Twitch didn't want to play while I was streaming. It was weird. It wasn't going, so I had to go over to the YouTube front, and then YouTube had a little bit of a mess up. Oof. Anyway, here's our tier list. 36 games minus Super Mystery Dungeon, of course, because I don't see it in here. Weirdly. Anyways, I'll just add it. Here's what we'll do. All right. Here we go. Super. Because I haven't played it. That's probably why I didn't add it. Browse. Oh, nope, wrong. My bad. I was hoping that was gonna be at the top. Uh, there's 36 of these here, so I'm gonna be scrolling for a second. Let's see. There she is. There's Super Mystery Dungeon. What was that? Okay. So this one, and I'll put these at the bottom. Not on F tier, just at the bottom next to each other. Oh, by the way, if so since I know I'm gonna be putting this up as a highlight over there in the corner, if you guys are watching on YouTube, over there are the tags right next to the name, the little black tags. One is that guy 1695. Yeah, it should be 1695. It might be. Well, regardless, my tags are over there. One is Facebook, one is Twitter. Be sure to follow me on these two platforms. On Facebook, I do free content like this all the time, so you guys, can join me for a stream as I do free content. And I haven't done one in a while, but I also do. Oh no, I also do trailer reactions. I haven't done one in a while. It's just not been any trailers releasing that I'm interested in viewing. I should have done a reaction of the sneak peek of the new Child's Play film for 2019 coming out in 2 weeks. I think the doll for that movie, the Chucky for that movie, looks terrible, but I can't give the voice any bad rep because it's Mark Hamill, and I just love Mark Hamill. I can't give him a hard time. He's Mark Hamill. Uh, so regardless, I've been all over the place. I'm also having a hard time because I think there's a flea up my nose. I've been having a hard time uh keeping on track. I've been going all over the place. So without further ado, let's start the tier list. I'm gonna start out just like I did the Kingdom Hearts tier list. I feel like green and red, and subsequently blue, since those three. I couldn't find one where all three of them. Just the initial release games, red and green, or red and blue here for America, deserve an A tier. It's the game that gave us the awesomeness, but I don't feel like it has enough to be S tier because games later than that give us more. If you get what I mean, they give us more coming down the line. But the game is perfect. It also doesn't have much of a story, which I usually like a more story oriented game. So I'll be giving it an A tier. All right, yellow gets an S tier. Why is it doing that? Why are you doing this to me? I don't understand. Anyways, there we go. Yellow gets an S tier. Yellow was a good game with a little bit of a challenge. Same game as the bottom games, but instead you get your partner is a Pikachu, so you not only start out with a disadvantage, but you also have a bunch of gift Pokemon throughout the thing. I feel like Yellow is a step up, in my opinion. I hate this. Gold and Silver get in S tier from me. It's not only its own base game, but it's twice as long because it involves Kanto stuff. So I feel like it deserves S rank. Crystal gets an A rank though. It's just not. It's it's the same thing as the former two, except you go after Suicune. I just don't feel like it stands on its own legs. Which one is this? I think it's Pokken Tournament I clicked on. Pokemon Snap was too much fun. It gets an S tier. I really don't want to give a Pokemon game an F tier. Give Stadium a B tier. Stadium is not a linear game like any of them. But I love Stadium. Stadium 2 will get a C tier. It's just a little bit below, in my opinion. Because I love Stadium 1, but Stadium 2 felt a little bit. And the rental Pokemon don't have that good of. Don't. Aren't that good. Pinball will get an E. It's just pinball. It's not really Pokemon related, just Pokemon put on pinball. Although Pinball Ruby and Sapphire will get a D from me because I love that game. I played that game all the way through. It was a really fun game. Now we're getting into the meat and potatoes. What do I have left? Or what do I have next? Should I ask? Battle Revolution gets an F. That game does not have enough content. It's good for competitive players, but it doesn't have enough content for a regular player. I'm giving Revolution an F. That should be Revolution, right? Oh, I'm just gonna full screen it for a second. Yeah, Pokemon Battle Revolution gets an F. Where's Ruby and Sapphire? Where you at? They get an A tier. They were really good games. Emerald get an S tier. It gave us the Battle Frontier too. It added a bunch of content, and while the Battle Frontier is definitely really, it's difficult because it's you don't get to catch the legendaries. You have to go back through and catch Rayquaza. I think I'm not too sure about that one. I don't remember being able to catch Groudon and Kyogre in Emerald. Uh, so it definitely doesn't give you the legendaries to catch, but it does give you a really long storyline, a few changes up, and it does give uh extra content, especially for the people who are competitive. That's the end of the Game Boy era, I believe. Oh no, the cat's in the closet. Hold on. Oh, you're lucky I heard you, dummy. Oh, careful. I had to get my hat out of the closet, and I accidentally locked her in there earlier. I'm sorry. She's also. Oh, say hi. Say hi. Hi. Oh, okay. I'll get my lighting. Okay. The end of the Game Boy era brought us. Also, sorry for that mic squeak. I'm terribly sorry. Red Rescue Squad gets a C from me. Blue gets a B. Yeah, I think that's fair. Blue is the step up in uh in gameplay because it's on the DS, and I feel like red just doesn't. It's just I don't know. I think because blue is on the DS, it gets a one up over red, and red certainly isn't Red Rescue certainly isn't terrible, but it's just it's on the Game Boy. I don't understand why these were released like that. No other game has been released like that since. We've not had a split. It's weird. Oh god. Hell, oh no. Okay. Oh, I forgot. Fire Red and Leaf Green get a they get an A tier. I love them, but it's definitely not better than the originals. It just adds. Oh, eesh. I knew I was gonna do that eventually. Oh no, we're having difficulty. Okay, we'll leave these at the bottom too because I have no idea. And again, anyone who comes in live can tell me. Hmm. Diamond and Pearl. I love these games. They're getting an S for me, to be honest. They deserve an S rank. I love Diamond and Pearl. Well, I'll tell you what. Diamond and Pearl sit on A rank, right? And then we'll pump Platinum up to S rank since Platinum is a step up from Diamond and Pearl with the distorted world and both legendaries coming out to give you Garantina. I feel like that. I feel like that's fair. Ranger gets an A. Ranger was a fun game. I'll give it an A. Let's see. Ranger 2. Shadow of Olnia feels like a B to me. Feels like they're just trying to capitalize on everything they can. Explorer of Sky. Mystery Dungeons Explorers of Sky. Well, no, hold on. I should the tail end games, right? I'll just put this back. Coliseum gets a B. Well, no, Coliseum gets an A. I loved Coliseum, and then Gala Darkness will get a B simply for it just wasn't as fun as Coliseum. They're certainly not big enough. There wasn't enough gameplay in either of them. Gala Darkness at D and Coliseum at B. Ah, Mulligan. That seems fair to me. Since I did those, I might as well do Poke Park too. Just making sure I've got them all right. Pokin. Pokin will be the first game that actually did something different with the formula. I'll give Pokin an S rank. It'll fit in there. Poke Park was the first game I couldn't actually complete. Oh, I forgot Hello Pikachu. Oh, give it a D. I'll give Hello Pikachu a D. I mean, Poke Park a D. And then Poke Park 2 I didn't play. I'll just give it a D too. Because it's pretty much just Poke Park. We're running out of room here. Gold, Heart Gold and Soul Silver get an S rank from me. You guys should be able to see that. Yeah. Heart Gold and Soul Silver get an S rank for me. I love those games. I'm gonna let my bias get in the way. And I mean, Gold and Silver got an S rank for me too. So I don't know. These are the funnest mystery dungeon games in my opinion. Darkness and Time. So they'll get an A rank from me. It's the saddest story in Pokemon ever in the video games. 22 minutes. Yeah. Floors of Sky. I think I played it. Pretty much the same thing as those two, so I'll give it a B. Feel like it belongs there. It's where I'm starting to run out of space. Black and White 2 will get a B from me. I love them. They're a step up from. Oh. Well, yeah, I'm gonna give it a fair rank. It feels like a B to me. And then Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 will get an A. They're a step up in difficulty. I love the games, but the designs took a dive for me, to be honest. Designs took a dive. Lee. Okay. What's next? X and Y will get a B. It's a good solid game. Great graphics. Not too long. Still has an after story. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire didn't add anything, and since it's lumped in with X and Y, I know it's still Ruby and Sapphire, but it gets a C. The gameplay was kind of slow. The graphics were kind of a step down from X and Y. Pokemon Go came out around this time. I'll give it a C. Grew it. I'll give it a C. Hmm. Fun game, but not everyone can play it. Can't afford unlimited data every month or afford a phone bill. Everyone can play it. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee gets an. They get an A from me. They're just as fun as the originals. They're just as fun as every single B and C one combined, actually. So Sun and Moon. I feel like they get a B, and then Ultra Sun and Moon was a step down. I feel like it gets a C. This went way too fast. Sun and Moon was super fun, but you were always getting interrupted. I didn't like that during the gameplay. And Ultra Sun and Moon makes it freaking worse. Tell you what, actually. So I'm put Ultra Sun and Moon down here in D. I'm put Sun and Moon here in C. Since I hate being interrupted during gameplay so much. If they talked, it would be fine. If they had uh, physical dialogue that you can hear instead of having to read it, would be fine. But having to stop every 5 minutes to press A through it stop every 5 seconds to press A through like 5 minutes of dialogue is not fun. I'll give the last. I'll give it the same as this is the Rangers. Give it below. What is it Omnia? Yeah, I'll give it below Shadows of Omnia, and then I'll give Super Mystery Dungeon a D since it was the last one and probably didn't do much for the formula. I didn't hear people talking much about. I didn't hear people much talking about Super Mystery Dungeon, so I feel like it'd probably be below them. I have to breathe for a second. Yep. All right. That's my tier list. There ain't no one in the comments telling me otherwise, so that's where those are gonna stay. Uh, yeah, that's it. I feel like I'm gonna end the stream here because I just don't. I don't feel like talking about anything. YouTube has went down the tubes with the Vox and Crowder situation, but I wish I could bring you guys that news, but I didn't really. One, I didn't really properly get ready for it. Two, uh, I just don't feel up to it. I feel like my content's gonna take a dip if I feel like crap. So I'm gonna end it here. It feels good to end it here. But yeah, here's the tier list. You're watching on playback. Thanks for getting this far, and